Hey, it's Laura with Following the Paper Trail, and it's the second day of Christmas Projects 2016. And with this one, I'm kind of going back in time a little bit again. Those of you who've been around for a while know that I made a little keychain mini album in 2009 for a challenge using a gum box. Well, I'm looking at a different gum box this time. This is using with that Trident Layers. And it's a double stepping. It's got little pockets in it. And I thought this would be perfect for a little mini album brag book that you could put in your purse. It's something you could put little recipe cards in for the holidays. You could put photos in there for, as I said, for a brag book. You could even use it to hold coupons or lists for holiday shopping. So here's the one that I made. So it holds 4x6 photos or cards. So you could even do these accordion style if you wanted to. So I have 4, so in there, once I add pictures, I figured I'll fill it up again. Another 4 down here, so it's 8. You could probably get 6 to 8, 8 to 12 in the box itself. So it's got the 2 little boxes. As I said, these could be recipe cards, which would be a really cute way for like a cookie exchange or something during the holidays, or they can be photos, or just like holding Christmas lists, that sort of thing. So nice size, tie it with a ribbon, and it's good to go. Took me about an hour complete from raw cardstock to a completed little box album. So to make this, you're going to need 3 sheets of 8.5 by 11 cardstock to make the box itself. You'll need additional cardstock then to make the tags that go inside. Then I just used part of a 6x6 paper pad. This one happens to be Bo Bunny. So let me show you how to make this. I'm going to have this up on my blog, but it won't be till later this afternoon that the blog post will go up. So I'm going to give you out all of the dimensions right now. So to make the box, the main part is in 2 pieces. So the first one is 6 1/4 wide by 7 1/2 tall. And then you're going to, whoops, I got it turned around. So then you're going to score a line at 4 1/4 from the bottom, and then another 1 1/8 up from that. So that's what, 5 3/8. So 4 1/4 and 5 3/8. So the 6 1/4 is the width. The second one is going to be 6 1/4 wide again by 5 3/8 tall, and again you'll score at 4 1/4 up from the top. So let's go ahead and fold at those score lines. So this is the top, this is that flap, and then this is one of the pockets will go here, one of the pockets will go here, and this is the flap, this is the bottom and the top. So now we can set those 2 aside. Now for the pockets themselves, these are cut at 5 1/4 tall by excuse me, 8 1/4 wide. 5 1/4, 8 1/4, and you're going to along each side do 2 1/2-inch tabs, so 1/2 inch and 1 inch, 1/2 inch and 1 inch, and the same from the bottom, 1/2 inch and 1 inch, and you'll make 2 of these. So then once I've scored here at the corner, I'm going to cut the 1 inch, cutting it right on those score lines, cut 1 inch away at those corners, and I can go ahead and fold and fold, and you can fold them both towards the inside. And you want this to be pretty sturdy cardstock. You don't want to use wimpy cardstock, so do that on that second one. You can use your craft knife or your cutter if you prefer over scissors. Either way is going to work. Hold those all in. Now I'm going to need to put adhesive or score tape or glue, however you want to attach it. I'm going to use my 1/2 inch score tape right at the edge because you don't want it hanging over the fold. I'm going to do that on the 3 tabs, one around. I'll do that on both of them. And as you can see, this goes together super fast. So if you kind of need a last minute teacher gift or something like that, alright, so then I'm going to just tab my corners. And tabbing my corners is just taking a little bit off at a slight angle, and that's at the 2 top ones. The other corners, we're going to do those at a 45. If you need to measure, you can. I sometimes can see it better on the back side. Now I just eyeball it. It's not critical that it's exactly 45 degrees. You just want it. So if this is 1/2 inch, I'm going to cut it to a point about 1/2 inch over, and that'll give you the 45-degree angle. Not super critical, just trying to get the bulk out of there. And it's easier to do it after you've put the tape on than trying to put the tape on when you have angled corners. Clear my trash out here. Alright, so now we're going to take the smaller one and we're going to attach our pocket to that one first. Now, it's a good idea on all of these folds to give them a good burnish with your bone folder. So we're going to attach our bottom first. And then we'll go ahead and attach the side. So you see that will make a 1/2 inch pocket. Now I found if I start this at the bottom and just kind of touch that down, and then hold it back out of the way. There we go. It attaches very nicely, and then you can reach in and stick your tab down. I realized what I did do is I forgot to show you. I'll make it work on this one, but I need to show you on the other one before I get so excited about doing parts of it. Okay, so what I forgot to show you is on these, before you attach it, I'm going to mark a point 3/4 of an inch over from the inside fold, and then I'm going to take a punch 1.5 inches. This is 1 3/4, so 1.5 to 1 3/4, and I want the edge of the punch at that mark, and you're going to cut half circles at each end. And this is ever so much easier when it's not already attached. So then I can take and line up my ruler on the bottom of those 2 circles and connect them to make a cutout. Now I'm going to manage to make this work on this one as well. will be a little more challenging. Punching will be easy. It's the cutting that will be a little more work. So then if I just draw a line on here, see, so I'm showing you how you can make it work if you goof up. So just draw a line across there, and now I can just go in and cut it. Okay, I'll fix. You didn't see me do it that way. I did them both this way, right? Okay, so now we can set that one aside, and we'll do the same with this one, attaching it to the top piece that has the flap. Lining it up right with the edge. Same with on these sides. Now I'm not worrying about these corners. They're not going to do anything on this. It's not going to go anywhere. So lining that right up. Fold right with the edge. Sticking that down. Again, if you're more comfortable, you can use glue rather than the score tape or other strong adhesive. Sticking that down. Alrighty. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the bottom of this box and attach it to the edge of this flap that's right here. So we can put tape on the bottom of our box. Again, you can glue if you prefer. And the back of our box is going to line up with the edge of the flap of the other box. And just set that right on there. So see how that's attaching to the back of the flap. So then this folds up and that will fold over. That's how easy this box is to make. And then, so this is a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So then when I did the tags that go inside, I first cut them to 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and then I just trimmed a 1/16 of an inch off of each side. So then they slip right inside the box. So cutting them to the same size and then trimming them down. But this just makes a super cute little box. Totally snagged it right off of this Trident gum box. Now rather than making a slip-in little thing, there's all sorts of different closures. You could do a little string and dot closure. You could have a little twisting little something that turns. It could have a button it tucks behind. I just thought it was fun and easy to where I just took and punched with that same circle punch I was using, attached the ribbon to the back, and then just made it quick and easy so it ties. But fun and fast little album box that has all sorts of uses. So there you go. That's the second day of Christmas Projects 2016. Thanks a bunch.